The blurred line between a show car built as a static piece of art and a performance tool built for speed and precision exists here, a grassroots drift day. Style points are half the game, but what if to you, performance simply means the ability to use your rolling piece of art out in the real world without compromise? Well, then you might build something like this, a 1JZ powered Toyota Mark II.
I'm John, or Pavement Dweller on Instagram. This is a 99 GX100 Mark II that I Tour V swapped the whole thing. I had a Tour V before and it got written off. I got hit on the Coquihalla by 2 semi-trucks. So that thing was done. The motor was fine though, so I kept everything I could out of it. I kept the wiring harnesses, the motor, like steering rack, subframes, full interior, like everything other than the body itself. Lived on a shelf for about 3 years till I had the time and money to swap all of it into this car.
How many of these have you had? Because just first impressions, it sounds like this is not your first one.
This is my 5th one.
Okay.
Well, 4th. After buying this one, I brought in another one, sold it. But yeah, these are my favorite cars. I keep buying like an S15 and then I'll sell it and get one of these. And I'll buy an R34 and I'll sell it and I'll get one of these. And I think I've just given up on selling these to buy anything else. Like this is my favorite car.
It's super clean and it looks like you've put a ton of work into it. Do you want to start out just kind of like the style and the idea behind the build?
The idea was just kind of make it as ridiculous as possible.
Nice.
There's no like end goal really. It's just like, hey, I finish it, I get bored of it, I find something else I want to change or I want to add. The wide body happened because I don't like the rear quarter panels on these cars. They're perfectly flat and the front arch has a bit of a body line to it. So in order to fix that, I was like, I'll weld some metal flares onto the rear. And then the rear was gonna be way wider than the front, so I welded metal flares onto the front too. And it just kind of snowballs as you kind of have one idea and then it turns into like the next thing and the next thing.
Wow, so body kits generally speaking are like, usually they don't fit, you have to do a bunch of work. How difficult is it with metal versus any other material? That's kind of crazy.
I have no idea. I got friends to do it.
Okay, yeah.
It went through 3 revisions at 3 different body shops. The first guy, he cut the arches out and then let it sit for a year. That was during COVID and it was down in the States. So I had to have a friend bring it back up to me because I couldn't go get it. Yeah, that was attempt 1. Attempt 2 went pretty good, went way better. He welded the rear flares on and he made the front flares by hand. So those are handmade.
Wow.
They don't quite match the rear, but that's because those are purchased from Ulterior Motive and those are just shrinker stretcher and a lot of time. That was revision 2.
Okay.
And then the third go around, we actually filled in the inside of the door jamb, the door arch, and we raised the rear arch a little bit because it was a little on the low side.
Can we open the back door real quick?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So what came first? Wow, that's impressive. What came first? Do you pick your wheels first and then, hey, I gotta fit to this, or do you just go nuts?
No, I build 3-piece wheels.
Okay.
I find a face that is affordable and unique, and then I go from there. I've never bought a set of, actually that's not true. One time I bought a set of wide wheels, but typically I more want to focus on finding something that's not as popular. And then I build them to size to fit what the car needs.
No, this is cool, man. I mean, this is like I said before, it reminds me of like kind of a lowrider wire wheel type thing. And it suits the car. What color is this, by the way?
This is a Tropical Glitz Grape Taffy.
Nice.
Yeah, there was no OEM color I could find that I really liked. So I went through every flake website I could find until I found this as a flake before they offered it as a paint. And then a few years after that, they started offering it as a paint and a candy, which if you look back here, you see the candied silver carbon trunk. I don't even know if you saw that yet.
No, I haven't seen the carbon.
But yeah, so that's
wow, that's incredible.
Why that matches as well as it does is all tropical glitz and their generosity, making it easy. Yeah, I got the face in a crazy trade. I ended up with my friend Harmon's Leon Harderit Ordens because he wanted my SSR Professors, and I hated his Ordens, but they were around the same value. So I took his wheels, posted them on Marketplace, and these came up for sale. And I don't know why, but he accepted the trade and then immediately puts those up for sale. So I think he just wanted out of these, even though he didn't want those.
Right, yeah.
But these are Desmond Verse, 18 by 10.5 in the front, 18 by 11.5 in the rear. I haven't exactly figured out the offset, but we've got low positive and low negative front to back.
That's insane. What was the most difficult part of the build? I know you did, you did some of the work, I'd imagine. You did have other people do a lot of it and work with you, but were there any big headaches?
Just patience. Big headache, man. I rubbed through a wiring harness like a year and a half ago, and that took out all of the lights on the car. So turn signals, brake lights, headlights, low beamed, interior, everything. So I spent the better part of a year trying to order like random control modules and wiring harnesses and like a stock. Parts were coming from Japan. I got some parts from Dubai. I got parts from Russia. And at the end of it, I couldn't find the problem. Nothing fixed it. So I just ripped all of the factory stuff out and wired it from scratch with some relays.
And you did that yourself?
Yeah, I'm an electrician. I've been doing electrical since 15 years ago now.
There you go.
So it wasn't terrible.
Yeah, for a lot of people, the electrical stuff is like, that's the worst nightmare.
It is the worst nightmare. I know how to do it and I don't like doing it.
That's totally fair. Can we pop the hood real quick?
Sure, it's kind of messy, but there is
a no worries, dude. Same with my car. As we're popping this here, what is the rest of the body kit? What's this front bumper and lip?
Oh, so the front lip, skirts, and rear bumper are all Vertex. I don't know what else I have for a kit on here. That's it. Ulterior motive flares and Vertex stuff.
Yeah, okay. It's clean, it's simple, man. I like it.
Yeah, we did a J-pipe delete. It's got E-fans, so instead of there being a big clutch fan here, it's got a little skinny E-fan, so I was able to route my boost pipes down before the frame rail, which gives you less charged air.
That's kind of cool.
Cleans it up a lot instead of bringing it through here.
Yeah. No, that's huge, and easier access if you need to get to like the crank pulley or anything like that.
Yeah. Eventually I'll be doing more making this pretty. It was just off the road for a year, so I figured, hey, it's working now. I'm gonna insure it. I'm gonna enjoy it, and then I'll deal with making this not look slapped together. Over the winter. Well,
and that's the best part about these engines. They just make good power in factory form.
Yeah, it's super fun to drive.
Yeah.
I would like big power, but at the same time, it's so expensive to build a JZ. It doesn't really seem worth it.
Yeah.
Unless that is your only goal. These are Tour V tails that a guy on Instagram called AZRX7 modified them for me, cut open the factory tails, made his own printed circuit board, 3D printed diffusers to go over the LEDs, gave me a chasing turn signal. So from factory, it's turn signal reverse light or the other way around. But when these are working properly, the turn signal sequential from here all the way to the far corner.
Wow, that's cool.
He also modified this to have a reverse light in it. So I've got a 5-foot LED reverse light, except that blew off in a car wash. The lens did, and then the rest of it kind of rusted. So that's gone now. And then I hit a bump and this lens disappeared. So then that taillight is also broken.
I mean, what, temporary fix here? It looks actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't hate it, but I'm sure some cops will.
Oh, yeah.
So eventually it'll get fixed. And yeah, like I was telling you earlier, I was trying to put my clear taillight lenses on the aftermarket taillights that I have, so I was trying to bake them open. And I completely melted the lens. Like instead of being flat and rectangular, it was blobby.
Yeah, there's no going back. That
thing's done.
Yeah, that's rough. That's like a tried and true trick. That's, it should be a pretty safe thing. But
I don't know what sort of material it was made out of, but apparently it is not as strong as whatever glue they used. So that game over.
That's rough, dude.
Still remnants of the Weckfest weekend in here.
Well, that was my next question. I'm like, what have been some of your favorite shows you've been with, or been to rather?
The WECFET's always my favorite. There's lots of really nice cars that go to that. Out of Love is, I have to go every year because Josh is an absolute G and he hosts it, so I try to make it to Out of Love. And then I like going down to FD because, just sitting at car shows all day, every day and having nothing else to do kind of gets old. So when there's drifting next to the track or next to wherever the show is, that's always ideal.
100%. Yeah, and there's something else going on too, but it's like, people are gonna bring their cars anyways in the parking lot and you just make a show out of it.
Yeah.
Is this factory upholstery here?
Yeah, the blue, I forget what it's called, like Labyrinth or something.
Yeah,
People
this
have weird
is
names
cool.
for it. It's not the squiggly. There's squiggly, there's stripes, and there's whatever the heck that is.
I always just see the stripes.
Yeah.
That's like what I have in my mind.
I don't even know if that's an S1, S2 thing or a Chaser Mark II. I have no clue what cars come with this versus that.
Yeah.
But this is what I keep ending up with, so. Jay-Z sounds the best, especially the 1J. RB people, you'll be fine.
Hey, dude. That's funny. I do agree with you, though.
Hey, thank you.
I do. So,
yeah, I love the Jay-Z sound. I mean, when I was first getting into modifying cars, I had young kids, so sedan made sense. Now I just really like the sedan thing. The first car show I was ever in my little Mazda 3 that I definitely shouldn't have modified, I was parked right behind the Serial 9 guys. And those were the coolest things I'd ever seen. And ever since then, that was the goal, to have like a Serial 9 type, low camber, crazy right-hand drive Toyota build. And turns out they're right. They are the most fun cars to modify. They don't break, they've got great resale value. In my opinion, there's no reason to not build one of these.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they've only held value and or gone up.
Yeah, this car, when I got it, was $5,300.
Wow.
I've put a bit of money into it.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm sure I could sell it for at least that now.
Yeah, no kidding.
When I do have it insured and on the road, it is the only car I have insured at the time. It's so much fun to drive. I would never have this sitting next to my winter beater Civic and ever get in the Civic.
No, I was gonna ask, is your daily a Mazda 3?
Not anymore, no.
No.
The Mazda 3 was long gone. That thing got rod knock and it had to go. But if you are considering getting any sort of X100, X90, X chassis, just do it. It'll be so much fun. It's fairly easy to work on. There's more and more aftermarket support now, even though they're 20-year-old cars.
Yeah.
People just keep coming out with more and more things. Yeah, do it.
Awesome. Thanks, man, for your time.
Yeah, no problem.